Alrighty, PG-13. Now, there was 77 figures, and we went through them pretty fast. And I did skip out 3, so we'll just have to show you. Now, these are the Crimson Guards, and they came with that red tank and that pod, the asp. And I don't have those 3 because they came with that tank, and I don't have that tank yet. And they look like this one. This is for another year. And they also come in black, and they're called the Shadow Trooper. And the head is nicely proportioned, so. But I would have preferred that they had the normal Crimson Guard helmet. But it is nice that they can take the helmet off. But the helmet looks a little oversized. So maybe, you know, if they would have had something different. But that is that. And, well, you seen, I had 3 out of my 4 little ones to meet the family. So, but we didn't get enough time to talk about our figures. And, well, now the Ninja Viper is similar to, well, it's all based off of Storm Shadow. And Storm Shadow is friggin' awesome. One of my favorites, all-time favorites. In fact, I used to play with him until, well, he was pretty loose. My original one. And I think I did have another one. And, well, now the red Ninja Viper obviously was based off the 1985 Argentina Satan, but that one's like a $2,000 figure if you can find them. And, well, I don't think I'm going to pay $2,000 for a figure when I can buy a whole bunch of figures for that price. So, this one here is a Major Blood. It's a Black Major. It's either Black Major Customs or Major Blood. No, Major. Yeah, Black Major Customs. And this one is not bad. Still paid a lot for him. I think worked out to be, well, it was 40 plus shipping, so it brings them up to like 75. So that one was a little bit more. Usually when I buy any major black customs, you buy a bunch, buy a few anyways, so you save on the shipping. Otherwise it ends up costing you more per figure. Just like when you do with the Hasbro. It's way too much. And it's kind of sad that Hasbro might not be making O-rings this year. But we'll find out by June if they're going to have any O-rings. And, well, if they decide that they're not, then that's going to be pretty pathetic. But it doesn't matter because there's, again, armored. Yeah, Heavy Armor Toys. That's a new one that's coming out in a few months. And then we have Operation Recall and Call Sign Longbow. Those two are basically all compatible for sure. Probably the other one might be the Heavy Armor Toys. But anyways, Vipra. And obviously we just looked at Vipra's other version from 2000. And I do love that. It was all in black, and I think I did pay 100 Canadian for that vehicle with the figure. It's going to be $50 each, which is a little bit pricey. But sometimes you have to pay the price if you want something nice. It rhymes. That's a little thing on a roadblock there. Now the Black Dragon Ninja, that's pretty cool. And I think there is like a 3 or 4 pack, maybe a 5 pack. So some of these ninjas do come in packs, or you buy them individually if you like. And I know Joel Colton likes to collect red ninjas. Hey Joel Colton, there's a red ninja for ya. Anyone wants to go to buy a Major Black Custom and send it to Joel Colton on What's on Joe Mind, feel free to, or me. And Joel Colton is, well, gonna have a baby. And if you get twins like I had, look out, twice the trouble. And here we have the 1984 Hooded Cobra Commander. I love that one. That was pretty freaking cool. You know, I did order one through the mail, and at the time I think they were like super cheap to order. And that reminds me of something else, because a lot of these figures too, I think I ordered a bunch of these Cobra soldiers and officers from China for cheap, and they were like basically like this, but I think they all had the other body that Major Blood has back there. And I wanted the heads so I can switch them out. But again, there was so there was 6 plus I think 2 in 3 packs, so you could get 2 more. There was one like this with the gold for the Cobra Trooper or Soldier, and again I have his helmet on a different one, so you can see I switched them around, and I don't like the comic pack heads. They're really crappy. And oh, the next year is going to have the other one with the gas mask. So again, you know, I do like to make my own customs. These type of bodies though, I did have to like break open for these ones, because they were pretty much, I don't know if they tried to glue it shut or whatever, or they just came like that. But they do fit nice, and I did like to make my own customs. Also, the weapons that came with those figures were oversized for the comic pack. They got these big massive rifles, so don't put them in the hands. It just ruins the hands. And remember, there's a 20 to 30 second rule that you can put in the hot water. Then you take it out of the hot water, squeeze it, run it under a tap of cold, and then the hand will go back to a tighter fit if you want. Now, Hasbro did come out this year with the Cobra Soldier and Officer, and the Officer was pretty pathetic because, well, they ruined the legs, and we're just going to go over here for a second to grab one. The Soldier turned out perfect, but the Officer, here we go. There's this one. Where's the other one? There's another one. And another one. So anyways, we got a bunch, and we're going to show you these ones in the 2000, I think it was 5 or 6 that came out. But so the Cobra Soldier, his leg mold was made wrong. I mean, all these years Hasbro's been making these Cobra Soldiers and Officers, and they never got the mold wrong before. So now again, I'm going to pull this one up here. Don't like the flesh tone on this. And if I ever open this up, his hands are getting painted. And again, we can show you the back. There you go. Fail safe, eh? Oh, you failed alright, Hasbro. But that one might just stay in the package. I don't know, I haven't fully decided. Then we have the Pathfinder 1990 version, and again, I have 3 of these, and they've actually made them 3 times. They carried them over 3 times. So now I did like these convention sets, but they're impossible to find. So if Hasbro was smart, they would actually make some of those figures from the convention sets, because they should have those molds on hand. And they were pretty friggin' awesome. Like, there's a lot of figures in those convention sets that we've never seen. But just to give you an idea, like, there was 3 packs, so you could get all 3 in a 3-pack. But again, that bareness looks just horrible. So we went through all 77 figures in the last one. And again, these ones here, I'll show you. I did order directly from China. I ordered a bunch of these. One, I think it was like, I don't know, 7 or 9 years ago. Something. It was a while back, because I seen them. And when I type in free shipping from China, even though we're not on good standing with China right now, because China is preparing for war, I mean, it kind of sucks. You know, if China was smart, they would just not go to war and keep doing what they're doing, because they've basically bought up South America, Africa, and that's their plan. They've been doing it for a good 15 years, everyone was sleeping. But you know, Hasbro, if Hasbro is to make these convention exclusives, like, these are freaking cool. These are awesome dreadnoughts, you know. And I wanted to get a hold of one, and I did. And I think I actually ordered that one through to, well, China. So like, these are pretty cool. Like, I would love to get a figure like this one, or this one. You know, if Hasbro cared, or they're listening, then they would make some of these, well, not that one. They'd make some of those convention exclusives as figures that people want. You know, bring them out when you do your 2-packs, but bring them out as another awesome exclusive. All those convention exclusives you should put out on your site for Hasbro Pulse for fans to buy, because you should have the molds already, so you're not paying any extra costs. And we do have the Cobra officers, soldiers. We have the straight arm, it's 82, and then the officer would be also 83. And those are pretty awesome. You know, they should have just stuck to the old original molds, but they probably don't have them. But I'm sure China has them, because that's where I got a bunch of those figures from. So you never know. And the Cobra ground crew, that looks pretty awesome. But again, they should have stuck with the original eyes, because people say they're like Lego. So again, there is quite a few figures for this year. And you know, you can always go back to yojo.com and have a look. But we only collect O-ring figures. And you know, how many times I gotta say it? That's my favorite Snake Eyes. And my favorite Storm Shadow. Well, but everybody loves the Red Ninja. We want to get some more Ninja Vipers. This is friggin' awesome though. Like Vampra, all in black. You gotta find that one. It's worth it. Pay a little more sometimes, but you get what you want. And again, What's on Joe Mind loves Beachhead, so anyone wants to send What's on Joe Mind Mike there, a Beachhead, go right ahead. And Mark Webber, he's awesome in there, and they got Joel Colton, and I always forget the other guy's name. his brother, Mike's brother. So, you know, that Thrasher there looked fantastic. I wish I could get a convention set. Anyone out there wants to donate me a convention set, feel free to. But again, no one sent any donations anyways. No one cares over here. But oh well, it's worth asking. So there is a lot of versions of Hooded Cobra Commander, and I would still like to get a few. Well, I will be collecting all the O-ring figures I can over the years, but you know, that'll take time. And you can see, because I got the little ones, you know, there goes my little. I don't get to spend as much on my Joes. And the kids, well, they get spoiled. We do get them a lot. But I do love collecting my G.I. Joes, and we're going to go into 2005. I don't think I have any vehicles for 2005, but there is quite a few figures. But we're going to talk about that when we get into that. So again, you know, thanks for watching, and remember, China is going to go to war with us unless China comes to common sense and